Ontario has some fantastic wine producing areas that are creating some wonderful vintages. But some years, the grapes are challenged by the province's harsh winters. Now, a researcher at the University of Guelph's Ridgetown campus is studying several international varieties of grapes to see which ones can stand up best to the cold and still taste delicious. Professor John Zanstra is performing this study at the Cedar Springs Research Station's vineyard. His hopes are that his successful grapes will be grown commercially in Ontario.
We're just trying to carry on and do what a commercial grower would do. The training system we've got is typical. We fertilize them, we water them according to commercial practices. We don't want to do something special and have these grapes that are working out, then get them out commercially and have them fall on their faces. So.
With help from Pelee Island Winery, Zanstra has carefully selected several international grape varieties to be grown and tested against Ontario's climate.
At the moment, the most of them are Italian varieties. We had contacted one of the larger nurseries in Italy looking for disease resistance and actually cold hardiness in their product or in their genetics. So they sent over what they thought would be the best varieties for our area, and the bulk of that was what we've got here. There are a couple other ones from a breeder in Austria, a breeder in Germany. We planted them out to see if we can find something that does well in Ontario.
Zanstra has included 2 grape varieties from Germany in this study. He says they've been growing well, but still needs to see consistent growth several years in a row before he can draw any conclusions. Grapes that lack cold hardiness will not survive in temperatures below -26 degrees Celsius, which occasionally happens during Ontario winters. Disease resistance is important as well to decrease the amount of pesticides used by growers.
Our farmers are responsible. They don't like to put anything into the environment they don't need to, and from a consumer's perspective too. I'm sure consumers would be happier if it was a lower rate of pesticide used on their products. From the grower's perspective, it's just easier to work with, easier to manage, less expensive, less trips through the vineyard.
Zanstra's work doesn't stop at growing. He and his team have tested the grapes through the winemaking process.
We've got carboys, we've got presses and destemmers, so we will actually press it and bottle it and make it here. And again, it's not a very refined wine, but it gives you an idea of the flavors and the ease of making the wine, the color of the wine when you're done with it.
Working with Cedar Springs equipment, Zanstra has been able to see these new varieties go from the vine to the bottle, to the glass. Although it'll take a few growing seasons to determine if these grapes are hardy enough for Canadian conditions, this study shows promise for improving and helping Ontario's wine industry. Cheers to Ontario wines. This is Caitlin Pierre reporting for Spark Air.